Hello, my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a general tarot card reading for anybody who has Scorpio as their sun, moon or rising sign, or anywhere in their chart. You can be a cross watcher. You can have stumbled upon this for absolutely no reason at all other than being interested in, I don't know, anything. Or you might have been half asleep and you might have woken up and this is playing whilst you've been snoozing. And seeing as it's been quite a big holiday here in the UK between Christmas and New Year, then you might be too full of mince pies and chocolates. So yeah, I don't blame you. This has been recorded just at the first weekend in January. You're very welcome. I only do gentle tarot. I'll never tell you anything salacious, anything dangerous is going to happen to you. I won't tell you that your legs are about to drop off or that your granny's about to be kidnapped. So this is a reading for Scorpio. You can have it anywhere in your birth chart. If you don't know what you have in your birth chart, then there are lots of free online apps and websites that you can go to who will, if you plug your date of birth in and your time, if you know it and where you were born, it will give you a really cracking readout as to what your birth chart is. So this is a tarot reading which is timeless as well. I tend not to read reversals and I only take cards that jump out at me. So if, like that for instance, if we can have some cards for Scorpio please, that would be wonderful, Spirit. I should say I'm based in Scotland in the UK, and this is quite a new tarot deck for me. Interestingly, I have just done Libra's reading, and one of the cards that they had was the moon as well. So the underlying energy that we have Scorpio is the moon, and then we have the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Star card. Interestingly, Libra had the Star card, and they had the Page of Cups as well. Then you have the Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and because we have two more cards here, we have the Six of Pentacles and we have the Four of Cups. The moon is a card which says, and I'll actually move it over here a little bit so you can see it because it's just starting to go dark where I am, so I apologise if this is a bit of a dark reading. I do gentle tarot, so it's not going to be dark, just from a luminary point of view, this is going to be potentially a little bit dark. So the underlying energy we have is the moon. The moon can be things that you're not aware of, which are holding you back. It can be things that are keeping you awake at night. I think that we all find that if there are things that we're worrying about, then when it's quiet and it's dark, that we can sometimes worry unnecessarily. You know, the kind of the scary things happen at night when you have time to think about things. But it's showing me that you're on some sort of path. And as I said to Libra, what's happening at the moment, you can see that there's almost this sort of full moon, a new moon. A new moon is a black moon where you can't see it, and the full moon is obviously you seeing the whole of the moon. And I feel with this card as though you're in a cycle at the moment of trying to get out of what you're doing and move up to this path. I think that there have been trials and tribulations, and at the moment it was the middle of November last year, 2024, that Pluto went from Capricorn into Aquarius. And you do have the Star card, and the Star card I think is the card for Aquarius. Pluto has now moved into Aquarius, and this face in this moon does make me think of Pluto, because it is a small, dark, sort of navy bluey, sort of mystical looking planet. So I almost feel as though this is you needing to set your intentions for the next 20 years, because that's how long Pluto is now in Aquarius for. So the cards that we have are the Ten of Wands with the Magician, the Seven of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles, the Star and the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Cups and the Hanged Man, and the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. You have 3 major arcana cards, 4 including the Moon. You have the Magician, the Star, and the Hanged Man. The Ten of Wands is about you having a burden, or there being burdens which you are, I think that you have felt as though you have been burdened in some shape or form. Perhaps this is what's been holding you back from being able to go down this path. And this variation of this deck, which is quite new to me, is that the wands here, he's sort of shouldering them and he's carrying them because he's got a plan of, and in this case he's wanting to build a tree house. And usually the Ten of Wands shows that you're perhaps overworked, you've got too much on, and that you're wanting to shed that. With this set of cards, I feel as though this isn't necessarily a bad thing, because you've got the Magician as well. I almost feel as though you can take 10 sticks, for want of a better analogy, and turn it into something fantastic that isn't just going to be 10 sticks. It's going to be, a tree house, a ladder, something useful. Because you have the ability to turn your hand to anything, Scorpio, you just need to have the belief. And there's something that's holding you back from being able to do that. We might find out what it is as we go along. Let's find out. So then you have the Seven of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords can sometimes be showing that there is conflict. I like to think of this as you having to think cleverly. And working smart rather than working hard. She's been coming down this path here, and she's using her abilities to get things the way that she wants to get them. She's very confident. Sevens can be about putting in hard work, and swords are about emotions or about truths. And I do wonder here as to whether you are walking away from a situation which wasn't serving you. When you're going, when the people are looking this way to the left, it tends to be that they're looking to the past or they're reminiscing. In this instance, she's very confidently and happily going back the way. And she's also walking towards the Ten of Wands. She's also dressed in that beautiful sort of blue that the Magician's dressed in. The Ace of Pentacles is about something new and the promise of something prosperous coming into your life. It can be emotional wealth, it can be monetary wealth, it can be health. But you do have quite a few pentacles here. You have the 6, you have the 7, you have the Ace, and the Magician also has this pentacle here. You have something really special, which and I do feel as though you've learned, the Seven of Swords is about you learning something from your past, which will enable you to turn this set of sticks into whatever it is that you want to turn it into. And it will bring about prosperity. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is showing this ploughed field, and it's been sown. It's been sown with carrot seeds, but it's not growing yet. And you have to put the work in to make sure that this is watered, that there is everything that you need to be able to bring this potential prosperity to fruition. And I do feel as though you will find out some truths, or there will be some experiences from your past which you will remember or rekindle, perhaps, which will enable you to make these carrots grow in this field. For, again, I'm rubbish at analogies, so I apologise. The next cards we have are the Star and the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about, is the juice worth the squeeze? To quote Chris Reck, who is a brilliant tarot reader. The Star is about wishing literally on a star, about you having dreams. And the Seven of Pentacles is you going, is all the hard work that I'm putting in worth it? Am I actually going to achieve what it is that I am dreaming and wishing for? The next two cards you have are the Page of Cups and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man shows that you need to be seeing something from a different perspective. And this might be linked back to the Moon card. This might also be linked to the Seven of Swords card, because that can be about working smart and seeing things differently from somebody else's point of view. But if you do see these things from another point of view, perhaps you have been sitting there thinking, I've put in all this work, nothing's happening. I'm never going to get to this point where my dream is going to come true, even though I've worked really damn hard for it. And perhaps that is what is holding you back, that you do feel as though you're just never going to get there. You know, you've bought the sticks, you think that you've learnt this, you think that you've sown the carrot seed in the field, and you're just still not getting to this thing that you're dreaming about and that you want. There is the potential for happiness because you have the Page of Cups here. That is a message or something which makes you happy coming to you. But you have to see things differently. Whatever this is that you're doing at the moment, you're not doing it quite right. And I think that it's linked back to this Moon card. There's just something that you can't see. And when you see it, and it might take a little bit of time to see it, then this will happen. The last two cards, the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. The Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. And the Four of Cups is you missing out on an opportunity that you can't see. You're all right at the moment. You're quite content. You've got these three cups. You're having a wee snooze, but underneath this tree, you know, it's a calm sea. It's good weather, but what you can't see is that there is this fourth cup of happiness coming to you. It's being offered to you, and for some reason you can't see it. And I think this is because you're not looking at something the right way. Either you need to take a step back, perhaps you need to use your heart rather than your head. Perhaps with this Six of Pentacles that you need to include somebody who will give you a second opinion or some advice. Because this is showing here that I almost feel as though you're you're trying too hard with this thing, that you're not letting it come naturally. You've put lots of work in, but there's just still something which isn't quite right. You need to take time out to perhaps go and ask for help, seek help, and just step back. There is an opportunity here for you. I think that you're trying too hard, that I feel like you're just not speaking the right language. I'm looking at this page with this fish, and the fact that the Hanged Man's upside down, and that is about a different perspective. I feel as though you're trying to talk to this fish and you just can't understand each other. I don't quite know why. I feel like you're trying too hard. In whatever this project is, you're trying too hard. You're putting all the work in. You just, there's something missing that you're not seeing. And once you see it, by taking some time out, literally hanging upside down if that's what needs to be done, that then there will be this shift, that the balance will go in your favour, and that you will get whatever it is that you're wanting here. What do I want to do as do an oracle card. What oracle card do I want? I'll use these guys. This is a really beautiful. It's a double deck by Wendy Andrews. Thank you. That was quick. And just see as to what the guidance is with these. So we have spiritual insight, moon love. Okay, so that ties us back to there. Letting go, balance, light and dark, and the last card is your path. It does all again show that this Hanged Man card seems to be the key, that you're definitely working hard, and rather than feel as though that whatever this is that's stopping this communication happening, whatever this thing is that's stopping you having this breakthrough, I almost feel as though you need to trust your intuition and trust that it hasn't been happening for a reason, and that now you have to let go and trust the universe. That the balance is again about you hanging upside down and you seeing things for what they really are. And as it says here, your path, have courage to follow your own path. Perhaps you're conforming, and you shouldn't be conforming. You're wanting to build a different tree house from the tree houses that everybody else has built, and that is where the language that you're speaking is putting you at cross purposes with something or a situation. But you have to find this balance. You have to let go. Maybe with this moon, that I think the next full moon, I think, is the 15th. Maybe after the 15th of January, things will start falling into place. But don't push it. Yes, have the courage to go on this journey. You've put the work in. There's just something that's holding you back, and you need to step back and find out what it is that is causing this moon situation, where you know what you want. I can't put my finger on it. There's just something which is not right, and I do think that you need to go and speak to somebody else, or there's just got to be something that just clicks. Maybe it will happen after the 15th, after the next full moon. Has this made any sense, Scorpio? I've got absolutely no idea. If it's resonated, please leave me a message in the comments section. If you've got to the end of this, well done, thank you. If you want to subscribe and listen to more slightly discombobulated tarot readings, then you're more than welcome, and thank you for supporting me. I'm Jen. I hope you've had a lovely start of the new year. 2025 is basically anything that you want it to be. Stay positive, manifest, and let me know how this all goes. Take care, Scorpio. Bye.